Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how you can refund your items within Season 4. Now, the refund system was introduced, and unfortunately Epic Games had to pull it out of the game due to a major glitch, and by the looks of it, they haven't re-added it into the actual Fortnite game. But there is a method to still refund your items relating to their website. So I'm going to be going over that throughout this video, but before we get into it too far, I want to show you guys what the old refund system was like so I can compare the new one to that. Now, the old refund system was pretty simple. I've got a few pictures of it on screen right now. As you can see, this would be a loading screen. It's a little bit blurry because it's an old picture, but down there at the bottom right, you could click purchase history, and that would give you access to all the items that you purchased from near enough 3 months ago. Now, the good thing about this is because say if you had a certain skin, say if you had like Raven or Funkops or some of the top skins that you didn't really want, you could simply just press and it put the V-Bucks straight back into your account. Now, Epic Games messed up a little bit and had a few glitches. We could potentially see this sort of method returning in the future, but I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. With this new method being added in that I'm about to talk about, this method, the old system, I don't think we'll see it returning. It was a pretty cool method, but it means you could technically try out a total of 3 skins because you could get free refunds, like you had a limit on 3, so it was pretty cool. But anyway, let me show you guys the new method. So what exactly do you have to do? Well, I've left a link down below in the description down below to go over to that link and use that link, and I'll show you guys exactly when you click on it how you should go through it, because this method is going to help you guys out a lot, and it's really going to show you guys how to get refunds if you are so desperate for a refund. So let's get straight into this. As you can see on screen right now, we have a few different options when you're on here. It'll say, how do I request a refund? Once you're on here, you go on your refund request, you enter your name, you enter your surname, your last name, and then you enter the product you're requesting a refund for. You've got Fortnite, US Marketplace, Unreal Tournament, Shadow Complex, and other, and then list the other. Most of you will probably be doing Fortnite, near enough 99% of you will be doing Fortnite. So when you press on that, then you have to enter your Epic account email address. So if you've got an Epic Games account, make sure you enter that email. I'm entering a fake one here, which is llama24@gmail.com. Unfortunately, I've messed up the spelling there. I'm a little bit off with my key pressing here because I was actually editing at the same time, but oh well, I'm entering that in there, and I do it down here as well. And once you've entered your email address, you have to confirm it. Pretty easy, pretty simple to do. What's the next stage after this? Well, it's another simple one. You have to say, what did you purchase, or what your purchase made with real money or V-Bucks. Was your purchase made with real money or V-Bucks? So you say real money because obviously V-Bucks, you've bought V-Bucks is something that you've already got. So if you were to select V-Bucks, it would be for if you've got V-Bucks from Save the World. And if you select real money, that's because you've purchased your V-Bucks with real money. If you get what I mean where I'm coming from there, sorry, I got a little bit mixed up. I'm trying to describe it as best as I can. The next is to select which storefront did you make your purchase. So where did you make it from? So you can press Epic Game on PC, Epic Market on like PC or other, and type in Xbox Live. And it says if you purchased on a console from a third-party partner, please contact their support department for assistance with your refund request. So if you purchased on a console, you have to contact their support department for assistance with your refund. However, you can still go through it on the Epic Games forum. It says here, please enter your gamer tag or PSN ID, which I do, which is pretty cool. Then I go on to, are you requesting a refund for one transaction or multiple? Obviously, I'm doing one transaction. Then, was your transaction made with a prepaid card or a payment method? I said yes. And then, do you still have ownership or possession of the code? I said I didn't have code. Then I entered the date of the transaction, which was just a random date. Then the item description. Now, I wasn't too sure really what to put here, but you guys could put anything at all. You could put whatever skin you had, so Funkops, Raven, whatever skin you really want to put in here, which you want to get a refund on, feel free to do it. Transaction amount, $10. Now, obviously, because I'm based in the UK, I just quickly changed mine to GDP and then changed it to 10. And obviously, I'm pretty sure the $10 will relate to £10 and it changes over. Then you enter the code that you used. So, for example, the gift card code. Now, it wants you to put dashes, I thought at first, but obviously it didn't because it wouldn't let me do it. So what I did here is I put the dashes in and then it didn't work. It just wants you to enter the entire code. So I wipe all this and just spam loads of letters. Obviously, I didn't actually get a refund, because this is just an example for you guys if you want to try and get a refund, but this is the best way of getting a refund now within Season 4. So once you've entered all that in, you've got your PayPal email address if you used PayPal. Obviously, if you didn't use PayPal, you don't have to enter this. I'm just entering it, and then it asks you for receipts and stuff. So obviously, if you use like your credit card and stuff, you could send like a picture of your bank statement. You could send like a picture of maybe your Xbox like recent purchases, or maybe your email that you received, and just add loads of different evidence to support that. And then the last thing is, please give us more details about the reason for your refund request. So I got Funkops, for example, and it was not an intentional purchase. You don't want to be putting stuff like I don't like this skin, because they're not going to give you a refund for that. They're going to give you a refund for something that's happened accidentally. So if you're entering something in that last section there, make sure you say something that makes good sense. For example, you could say Funkops was a skin that I was hoping to purchase, or Funkops was a skin I was looking at purchasing but didn't want to purchase it. I accidentally pressed the button and I ended up purchasing it. This skin was not something I wanted in the end, and I really didn't like this skin. Unfortunately, it has happened, and it was a complete accident. I did not want access to Funkops at all. I am quite disappointed with this, and and you just make like a big paragraph saying why you didn't really want to purchase it. You can put in the idea that you didn't like the skin or you didn't like the looks of it, and it was a complete accident. To me, that would be the best thing to say, because you don't want to be saying something like, this skin looks horrible, I don't want it anymore, because they're just going to be like, you know, that's your own fault. But if you say something like, my son was playing on my account and he accidentally pressed the purchase V-Buck button. Unfortunately, I've gained access to a few skins now which I'd like to request a refund on. Thanks for your help and thanks for your time. Post. Something like that, you guys would get a really good response from them, and possibly one of the responses that you need to gain access to the free V-Bucks. Now, obviously, it isn't exactly free V-Bucks, but you are getting your V-Bucks back, which is pretty useful. Now, the item refund, the old system, was so easy to do. As you can see on screen right now, the options were so simple. You could simply press triangle or Y to refund this item, and the items would, the V-Bucks would just appear straight in your account. Now, from what I know, people were actually refunding more than 3 items and getting tons and tons of V-Bucks back from items that they weren't using anymore. So that's why Epic Games took it out of the game pretty quickly. Potentially, we could see this returning in the future, like I mentioned at the start of the video. Will we see it returning? Well, the answer to it, well, I don't know. I think Epic Games will put this back in the game at a future date, but for now, it's not going to probably see an appearance. I just don't see why they want to add this in. It's really a good feature, and it's a clever feature, and a lot of people request it, but now with the new system online through the forum, it isn't really required. This system is kind of like a trial and error system. I think it would work, but I don't see exactly why we need it. It's kind of like trying skins out, which you don't really need to do because you can preview them in this, the main menu or the purchase screen. But to be honest, I would like to see it return, but it doesn't have to return. The game still functions with it or without it. It really doesn't matter. I think it'd be nice for them to return it so we could always try out skins, but overall, it doesn't really fit too much in with the idea of people buying V-Bucks and stuff, and that's where the forums come in to get your V-Bucks back. Now, the problem we do have is obviously the forum takes a long time to go through it, and a lot of people will be doing it. Whereas the old system was so easy, you simply just press one button and you get your V-Bucks straight into your account. They reappear pretty easily. Now, the difference between both of them would be the old system, there was a limit of 3 items, which was cool, but what happens if someone spent all your V-Bucks by accident on loads of skins, and next minute you've got no V-Bucks left, which would be very frustrating and very annoying, because then again, most likely you've bought them V-Bucks or you've grinded on Save the World for a very long time, and then V-Bucks have been hard-earned money or hard-earned time on Save the World, and someone has accidentally purchased things in your account, maybe someone quite young or someone in your family, and you want to get maybe say 6 items refunded. Now obviously having that refund system where it only refunds 3 items wouldn't be useful at all in this situation, meaning that you wouldn't be able to get all the V-Bucks back and you've probably wasted V-Bucks. So that's where the forum comes in. I think this forum is going to be really useful for a lot of you guys. I think it's going to help any of you guys out there who have been struggling to get your money back for any accidental purchases. I know there's a bunch of you out there who have struggled and had this problem, so I'm glad that they've brought this to you because it will definitely help you out. Make make sure you go and do it if you are struggling to get your refunds back for your purchases. There's a few different places you'll have to contact, obviously, especially if you did it on PlayStation or Xbox. There's the third party side of stuff. You've got to remember, I think it may be 20% or 30% of all purchases go to PlayStation and Microsoft. So that's why when we see on the Epic Games side of stuff, we see like different purchases being different prices and stuff. For example, the mobile edition, I'm pretty sure at one stage, I'm not too sure if it still is, the V-Bucks were a higher cost because obviously mobile must take a bigger percentage. Now, Xbox and PlayStation do take a percentage, and that's why they're asking for you to contact them as well as Epic Games, because Epic Games can give you their side back, but they also need Xbox and PlayStation to give you their side back. Now, from what I guess, you guys can go through with the forum. Don't contact Xbox and PlayStation straight away until Epic Games get back to you. This is what I would do anyway. And then once they get back to you, then you can get up, like, in contact with Xbox and PlayStation, depending on which one you want to get in contact with, whichever one you made the purchase on, and you'll be able to get it back pretty easily. Now, the refund system in general is a lot more tedious. It's going to take a lot longer time, like I said before, and it's a lot more effort than the last one, but it makes more sense and stops people from trying out skins. As much as I'd love to try out skins for like 3 times, say only 3 times you can do it, unfortunately I don't think that'll be happening anymore. I would have loved to got a refund on maybe the Raven skin. I do really like the Raven skin, and it is probably my 3rd favourite skin now. But after today, I've recently purchased 2 new emotes. I'm only down to 400 V-Bucks left on my account. And with the new tournament, which has just dropped today as well, I do have a video on that, how to get 50,000 V-Bucks. If you guys can do it correctly, you guys will be able to gain access to that. There is an easy method on there, but you have to pull it off. If you can pull off that method, you will be very, very lucky. But gaining access to that isn't something I'm going to be able to do because I've already messed up my like kind of competition. You'll see if you watch the video. So I'm not going to gain 50,000 V-Bucks there. So unfortunately, I'm stuck with 400 V-Bucks for the time being. Back to save the world, grinding them V-Bucks. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, do comment down below shield potion so I can see which subscribers out there have made it to that last section of the video. It is awesome to check out which ones of you have watched the entire video. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.